what's good? Yo, what's good?
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down the switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga.
Hey, so
But you know
let
how
me
it go, nigga. I'm front line
get all
every
y'all
time it's
attention
on,
real
nigga.
quick.
100 pro flow. Run and shoot pro.
Okay, so
Playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows I
I
just might
wanted
see you
to
grow.
just
Circle got smaller, everybody can't
get
go.
everybody attention on
Downtown
this
diamond district jewelers
because
like yo. Hustle, holla at me,
it's
I
a
got
subject
clips
that's
on the
going on
low.
right now.
Flew to Cancun,
You know
smoking
that thing,
Cubans on the road.
COVID-19.
Docked at Tulum just to smoke. Look,
In
listen to
one
the
and a
music, hear the
half
Land Rovers.
years,
True devotion on the blue
1.5 years,
My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all niggas blew it. They tell me hustle, double
I
dip.
understand a whole lot, right? I understand that why people want to get the vaccine.
I'm a urban legend.
Um, even we're further than that. So why people have got fully vaccinated, why people only got one of the shots, why people chose to do the Johnson and Johnson and just get one shot per period, and then why people are getting booster shots because it's different variants coming out, right? So you now on Omicron, we were at Delta, we were at a few others, but originally the COVID-19 has been, mutating to every variant. It ain't just the vaccine just doesn't cover one thing, and I think what people are gonna come to find out is that this is a thing that's just going to keep mutating, um, and the vaccines are going to continue. That's totally understandable why people want to be vaccinated, and people have their own reasons why they want to. It's not just because people don't want to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Some people are getting vaccinated because they want to keep their job. Some people are getting vaccinated because they want to fit in. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be the one that say they're not vaccinated. Also, I understand why people don't want to get vaccinated. And they have their different reasons too. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to put something in their body that they don't know what's in that actual vaccine. It wasn't enough time. Some people are, just as far as freedom go, want to be having the freedom and the right to choose what they put in their body. And those people are sometimes willing to quit their jobs, lose their jobs, whatever, over that. Okay? So I understand that too. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of choice, freedom, period. Being like, I don't want to put something in my body. I don't know what it is. I shouldn't be forced to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, rather people don't understand each other. It's been a lot of arguing. It's been a lot of division, a lot of divide. Here is the root cause of both, though. And I want y'all to hear this. The root cause of both the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. The root cause is fear. It's absolutely fear. People that get vaccinated fear getting COVID-19 or fear getting sick, even fear death. You know what I'm saying? And I'll elaborate on that in a second. People are not taking the vaccine, fear the exact same thing. They fear losing their freedoms. They fear putting something in them that they don't know, don't understand, and fear of the government pressing. You know what I'm saying? The mandates. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So for the same reason that people get vaccinated is the same reason why people don't get vaccinated. It's fear. As simple as that. Fear. What a lot of people are not questioning is my issue. Because I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? I understand the freedom of choice aspect just as much as any person that wants to be able to go and choose rather what school they want to go to. You know what I'm saying? They want to choose which school they want to go to or choose not to go to school, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But the added thing to this COVID-19 coronavirus is the fear factor. The fear factor. The fear is always used, okay? Fear is being pumped out and pumped out and pumped out. So it doesn't matter if you are a believer as Christian and Muslim and Hebrew Israelite, Jewish. It doesn't matter, because you're taught to have faith in God. You know what I'm saying? And not to bow down to fear. You're only supposed to fear gods, but people fear. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, I was going to go back to the death aspect of everything. That people fear death. You know what I'm saying? They fear it. Okay, so they fear dying from the coronavirus. Not just getting sick, dying from it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's been pumped out too. That ultimately, if you get this and you continue to get it, if you get it once, get it twice, you probably are going to succumb to it. And then with the unvaccinated, same thing. They don't want to die from it. A vaccine. They don't want to. They want to live their life to the fullest with choices and whatever it is. And some of them have stood up to the point that where, they sit here and they say, I'm going to make a choice in my life. I'm not dying from something that I don't understand. I should be able to make that choice. You know what I mean? Anyhow, let's get to, if you're a newborn to you're the oldest person on earth, you can be 100, you can live so many years before you die, right? We know that we're all going to die from something. You're not going to live to be 200 years old, okay? And the question I would like to ask people is not got anything to do with the fear of whatever you're fearful of. They have still not answered the question of where coronavirus came from. They still haven't answered that question, okay? So addressing fear first comes with people understanding something. You know what I mean? I know that people will say, don't ask questions, just do it. But everybody isn't blind followers, okay? Everybody isn't just going to follow blindly. It don't matter if somebody has a Harvard PhD. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if they're a scientist, a specialist. It doesn't matter. Everybody's not just going to blindly follow that. And there is a lot of followers, and there's a lot of leaders too. Some people want to lead in saying that if you don't get this vaccine, you're putting other people in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Others want to lead and say, what are you pushing this for? You don't even understand it. This has only been a year and a half. How are you pushing this? How are you pushing this down the throat? You're being a sheep and all of this. Okay, I'm not going there. It's simple. Where did coronavirus originate? Where? And when they opened the world back up, because literally they shut down the world. I mean, it was all over world news everywhere, right? Where did this come from? No one's been, they said something about in China, particular city, a particular site. Nobody's been thinking about that. They said something about somebody eating a bat or whatever. Bats had it first, and sometimes it transfuses into the human system, and now you're able to pass it. My thing is, again, fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what's going to happen. And then you have people, listen, this is another thing. You have, remember in the beginning, all those doctors that were saying, this here Every death that's happening in this hospital is not from coronavirus. Some things are being classified as coronavirus when it's not that. You can literally get more insurance money. When those doctors that ended up getting fired end up getting, um, a lot of them got, outed in the news that they were, saying things false and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some scientists are looked at a certain way, and even people who speak up are looked at as, oh my God, you're a conspiracy theorist. Anybody on earth right now that's dealing with this can tell that there's something not right about all of this. You know what I'm saying? Remember that time they kept trying to get you even, it was like playing the lottery. You go get the vaccine, and you get some money for doing it, or you get put in this pot to win $1 million. Look it up if you didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? They were giving incentives, right, for people to get vaccinated. What they said was incentives. Then you had people saying it's a whole, look at Bill Gates, it's a whole depopulation agenda. You know what I'm saying? Depopulation agenda. Again, I'm going back to the place. Again, where did all of this come from? Nobody's asking that question. Nobody's answering that. Nobody's answering or asking questions. And the people that do ask or say something are either quieted down by being called conspiracy theorists, people thinking they're out of their mind, and then they put all kind of outrageous stuff on there, like, conspiracy theorists, meaning, oh, this guy thinks an alien landed in front of his house, and it's aliens, you know what I'm saying? It's been compared to that. Just a simple question of where it came from. You know what I'm saying? And where it's going. Where the fear of the unknown, once again. But the question still has not been answered. Where did it come from? Why aren't these people being pursued? Even if somebody ate a bat. It got as silly as that. But, I'm not a scientist. But let's just use plain, old good common sense logic. Right? We have people that have spoke on literal history. The Tuskegee project that happened years ago. Black men, syphilis. You know what I'm saying? They were down for even bringing that up. And it really happened. You know what I'm saying? But people get down for anything. You know what I'm saying? Just questioning. The ultimate thing is those people are questioning. And the experiences that we've had through history, there is a such thing as a word called conspiracy. It's not just somebody was in a drug ring or it was the mafia. There's conspiracies that have happened. But anyways, I'm not going to talk about conspiracy. I just want to ask a simple question. Where did it come from? Why aren't those people, if it didn't get created or if it's evolving, how can you figure out how to solve a problem and you don't know the root cause? This is math too. It's math. You know what I'm saying? Arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? That's math. How do you solve something without the root of the problem? The source. You're just going to solve it out of the blue? And this is the question that hasn't been answered. But everybody is pumped with this fear. Through the media, through social media. You turn your radio station on, it's being talked about. You go on your social media, it's being talked about. It's everywhere. TV. It's 24-hour news, so, pumping out fear. Fear causes division. Fear causes uncertainty. Fear causes violence. Who benefits from that? That's another question. We're not going to go into that. But why is it so much fear? Why is it so much fear? When a simple question hasn't been answered. Nobody's on trial from those laboratories out there. I mean, this is worldwide. And you know that this could have possibly came from here. And that hasn't been investigated. Just everybody just accepted it. I mean, even the medical professionals, even scientists, nobody's went for the root cause. They're just making up vaccines. And no root cause, no telling anybody. No, it's. Oh, okay. I have a good thing. Somebody said, which I was thinking too, if you tell where this really is coming from, right? You might even get unvaccinated people to be likely to take vaccines. Because then, for instance, if this is biological warfare or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Which could happen. You know what I'm saying? This goes back hundreds of years. That diseases have been passed down to eliminate and exterminate people to take over their land. Now we know this. That's why I said a lot of things are historical. But I'm not going to go there. Why choose fear to pump through something over information? Why? I have solutions though. I have a solution. Okay? For all the normal people. I'm not talking to the people all high up and everything. I have a solution for the normal people. Whatever you fear, because you got whole families falling out with each other over this. Could be a sister and a brother and a brother, a sister and a sister, and we have went to division on a high level now. You know what I'm saying? And who does that benefit again? But I'm not going to talk about that. Here's my solution. What if we decided that we know that people think this way and some people think this way? What if we decided just to understand them? If you don't want to come around me, I'm understanding that. If I'm vaccinated, you don't want to come around me because you fear that maybe I'm pumping that variance right into me and don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm unvaccinated, I don't. Or if I'm vaccinated, I don't want to come around you because you could possibly be the reason why, which is not. We're accusing each other over something that we don't even understand. Accusing unvaccinated people of being the reason why something has happened. Come on, that is not the source of coronavirus, is not unvaccinated people. Neither is the source vaccinated people. You know how unvaccinated saying the only people that are getting different variants are the vaccinated people. Neither people, vaccinated or unvaccinated, which we're all people, are the source of this coronavirus. Seriously, listen, you're not the source. Okay, I'm going to break this down real quick. HIV/AIDS, right? A virus. What's the source that they said the source? They said, and if you guys remember this, that somebody slept with a monkey in Africa. And that's where it came from. Well, You slept with a monkey in Africa, had sex with a monkey, and then had sex with a human, and then the world went to having HIV and AIDS. Come on now. And it spread like wildfire. Like these variants be in other countries first, and then all of a sudden it just gets here. Like it took a plane. I mean, he's just the smartest disease ever. It just, it can travel so fast. It only takes one person to affect some millions of people in a week. Again, let's understand that the root cause of the division is fear. I understand the root of things. You want to go to the source of things because then you can find a solution. The solution to what we're talking about is figuring out the source, the root, because then everybody's satisfied once you put a root cause to it. Then you can understand the next person, or you can understand this person. Some people say, man, it don't matter how it got here. It's here. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, if you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus, right? Jesus actually was going against the power people of his time, people in power, saying that he was the son of the living God was going against people in high places. America itself went against the people in high places to forge a country. I'm saying we're not allowed to ask questions. We're not allowed to ask questions on either side. Like, you know what I'm saying? People who are vaccinated don't want to ask no questions. Unvaccinated people, it don't matter. I don't know. I just ain't doing it. The solution is knowing the information of the source. Okay? Once you know the information of the source, then you figure out how to actually fix it. You figure out a way to fix it. Anyways, that's just me, my insight on that. But, you know, I know a lot of people are going to say a lot of things and whatever. But listen, to all you people that sit there and act like you don't have any questions, you just going to do whatever comes, that's fine. That's for you. All right? Let people who question things question it. You know what I'm saying? And all you people that have let fear override you, that's fine. You can be fearful. Let the people that are not fearful help you out then by asking the questions that you don't want to ask. Why do I have to have somebody disclose if they're vaccinated or not? Because if you're vaccinated, then you should be protected. If they say you're not, okay. Listen, we're going all over the place now, right? I'm just saying, the source, knowing the source, is a way to. It's literally done in algebra. You know that unknown. You gotta. The way to figure it out is. Where does this come from? And then, and I'm not even gonna go here because you know people will get really, but I am. Matter of fact, the human body, God made your body able to protect itself. When you put certain things in your body, you know what I'm saying? Your body fights it if it's not supposed to be there. You know, so if you got antibodies, I'm not going to go here, but I am. Because I know people fear to ask questions. If you had coronavirus and got over it, you know what I'm saying? You have a built up immune system to it, right? But you need a vaccine on top of that. That's what they told you. They can tell you what the source is, but they saying, you know what? Somehow your body overcame coronavirus and you need a vaccine on top of that because it's different variants. Or, oh, here's the new one. As an unvaccinated person, you are variant factory, meaning you're breathing in and you're healthy, but other people can that are getting it and they're mutating in other people. Let's just make it so all makes sense. Okay, so if we're gonna do 101 science, then do that. I mean, the whole world is affected by it, right? Maybe we need to have some class on this. Maybe the media should be breaking that down, right? Right? Okay. Maybe the media should be breaking down where this comes from and the source of this, you know? Don't be making up stuff talking about it's a bat. Oh, okay, whatever. Say it. Okay, the source is a bat. Anyhow, my phone is about to die. I'm just going ahead and saying what I'm saying. The solution is the information of the source so that people with minds can fix it.